Hi guys, Troublmaker here playing Pillars of Eternity, and I am in Oddnua, level 14. And I will be moving to a very, very small level. It's from the Scout Road mode in case there's a here Ajaban. And we have a thing we can click here. It looks a little scary. And it looks like we have a little bit of graphical glitching going on. And there's dead bodies everywhere, which should tell me not to do this. Oh, there's like a kind of a gate here that is closed off, an energy door. This looks like I will have to interact with this crystal and perhaps get out of here. There's a man inside. Look at, oh, look, behind this wall is actually a giant staircase. Okay, and there's a door there. Okay, the shade emerges like a wound in the world, split open to reveal a hollow darkness. Beneath the writhing crown of shadow lies a gleaming mask, bearing the visage of an older man. The silver face turns towards you, features cold and still. From within the sockets of the mask's eyes, guttering fires emit their eerie light. Who are you?
Would you abandon your king? Take up your sword! To battle! The enemy has come!
I am Troublmaker. I have come in search of the master below.
Then you are no lost soul of mine. No soldier. I have no power over you.
That would be correct.
But neither have you found your quarry. For before you is Oddnua, king in life of a great people. Master now of nothing.
If you are not master in this place, who is? Something with a longer reach, for I can do nothing outside this wretched chamber. The stone is like an anchor. Many souls do pass.
Souls do pass from time to time into this place. The Audra draws them deep, and there they are consumed, but not by me.
Something dwells in the place beneath us, and there feeds upon my people, as it did when we drew breath. It is an old ancient thing, and you will not conquer it, any more than we would conquer ignorance.
None walk there save Oddnua's line. You will not tread in that place. Not there.
If this thing is responsible for attacks on Oddnua, then perhaps it can help us both. How? Will you destroy that which survived, the end of my people? No, you will only anger it. It will drink your life like water. I'm only here to defend my stronghold. I must defeat this creature. It threatens your world, your homes, not mine. For we are long dead. To me, it is just but an obstacle. And when it is too, at last perishes, I will have my chance. I have waited so long, I cannot risk this.
But you see them. What remains of them? As the Mad One did before you. As I do. My subjects. My people.
Why have you sent beasts to attack me? What are you, that I should concern myself with your life, when they have trapped me here? I cannot cross the threshold. The way is barred to me. He is out of my reach even now. They have broken it, my statue, my memorial. The vein is severed, and I am parted from the source. And still, something dwells in the place beneath us, and there feeds upon my people, as it did when we drew breath, an old ancient thing. You will not conquer it, any more than we would conquer ignorance.
None walk there save Oddnua's line. You will not tread in that place. Not there.
Be calm, I mean you no harm. You can do nothing. I would not suffer gladly to keep you from this place. Do you think me a fool? We have suffered too many traitors. You would only be destroyed as swiftly as the other souls which ventures there. I cannot risk that you should meddle with the statue. No, I will not allow it.
But you see them. What remains of them? As the Mad One did before you.
Okay, so he said it before. You built the endless paths? The endless paths.
1,000 hands toiled to create it. But it was my voice, my will, that directed them. The great work of our age.
Or it would have been if they had only allowed me to finish, if they understood that from such rotted foundations could emerge wondrous achievement. that the same curse I sought to cure afflicted them in turn. That my son might, from one moment to the next, be lost to me is abomination. He wants only that I should be proud of him, and how can a father convince his son that he might accomplish nothing, and still be the light of his life? How if he is gone? So many hours and days spent and wondering. If I had been there but a moment earlier, if I had stopped him from leaving that morning, if I had only known that I would never see him again. Lost.
Treading these endless paths, these regrets, with him forever moving out of reach into some darker place, away from me. Have they loved nothing in all their lives? Lost nothing? Wives, husbands, children? Might I not show them then the agony of it?
You're trapped here? I am bound to this place, or else cursed with it. I do not know. I have tried to pass beyond the steps. The memory comes upon me. I wake here. I have whiled away centuries in that fashion, half awake. But in time, I awake, I always wake, and I'm here.
Have they loved nothing in all their lives? Lost nothing? Wives, husbands, children?
Is that your justification? What did they make of their grief? Nothing. None of them dared. None of them tried. I had the vision, and the people followed me. They believed. They knew what I had promised. And if some came only to test their knowledge, at least they contributed to our understanding. We came so close. You don't understand. The frustration of it has only festered in me. I cannot cease thinking of it. Every moment I have lost.
Have they loved nothing in all their lives?
I understand your grief, but why all this? I did not start so. How could it? I was mad with grief. I summoned workers, mages, servants. We plunged headlong into our quest. I could not see for the tears. And at first, nothing. Feeble efforts, false starts, days of nothing, and all the while I was certain I was losing time. I gave permission that we should try new methods, that we should bolster our knowledge of the soul. And with these barbarous acts, we began at last to learn, to find the edges of that veil. My people told me they could find my son, but still, we had not the means of extracting him safe intact. And at last, when the discovery was at hand, we were betrayed. All that we had paid, the lives lost, the taint upon our souls, this swallow of spit, all for nothing. They destroyed the Titan, cleaved him from his roots.
I will never see him again. Even in death, we have been more wholly separated than if I had never known him. He will have forgotten me. Have I not paid? Have they not cost me all I had?
If I am to keep my stronghold, I must deal with the master below. I have no interest in your statue. The keep will not be yours while the presence remains, and you will not defeat it. The caverns will be filled once more. They will boil up the steps, all the kith and the kin will die. Leave this place. Forget our names while you are able. Perhaps your son's spirit still remains somewhere. Okay, I have a lower option. You think the possibility does not rule my thoughts? I have been bound as surely as they had intended it. It is an irony that I have reflected upon for longer than I have walked in the world. Now you think me counsel? You are trapped here by your own grief. That is, no. I have tried to leave the place. I would go to my son. I would let nothing stop me. You are lying. What would your son think to see you now? The air chills between you. Puffs of frost accompany your breathing. He would not know me. What they made of me. You will not speak of him. You do not know him. Have you forgotten his name? No, I know it still. It rings in my ears. He will have forgotten me. There is nothing for him to recognize. I have destroyed myself long before the people turned on me. There are deeds which scar the soul, injuries that will not mend, that will last into the next life. If I go now, he will see them. I don't have 20 resolve. Let him judge for himself.
End, then. At last. Morals.
Okay. So, that is him gone. no experience gained from that. And I'm now on to level 15, the final floor of Odd Nua, where the master below, the man we've been hunting for a while, he rests here, and he will not be an easy boss battle. Did I say bass? As in a fish, a bass? No, this is a boss. A dungeon keeper. And here we are. Maybe I'll put on the sneaky mode in case there are traps here. Okay, we have some Zarups here. Zarups are very easy to kill. All I really need is my magic man. He does all the work. As you can see, most of the Zarups are already dead. Kind of bizarre that the Zarups are here in the first place. Just hanging out. Probably serving the master below. That would make sense. In fact, protecting him even. See if we can get Troublemaker with his sword again. Actually, he won't fit. This is actually a lot more Zarups than what I had before. See if we can get a range on our High Priest here. And that'll just make things go along quite a bit faster. Add a little madness to all this. Okay, now I can get my wisps out into flanking position. Curse my eyes? That's a little rough. Okay, so that's all the Zarups down. None of these guys, of course... that's weird, something just disconnected on my computer. Oh well. None of those Zarups actually give experience. None of the creatures in the game give experience. You only get experience from completing quests, discovering zones, crafting, discovering traps, things like that. Typical RPG elements. So, I didn't even press 8. Something must be stuck on my keyboard? Perhaps? Oh, more Zarups, so we'll split up our tanks. And we have another path in the middle here. And the beloved priest, of course.
What is it?
Oh, I can have him on melee now. I don't need him actually. Going like that. God, this guy's got a nice hat. See if I can get a stun on this priest. Finish off the priest real quick. He's going to cast a heal. And I think he got it off. Yes, he did. Okay, let's use the electroshock spell to hit a bunch of targets. Zap. Oh, that champion's low. I'm going to get on him. Then the skirmisher, because the skirmisher is kind of weak. Then the champion. Still one skirmisher left in the back. This cell's it's kind of medium sized. It's bigger than much larger than the last one. Way bigger. What is this? Just a complete dead end? Is that? This is just a place for people, kind of a red herring for us to explore, which we did. I will almost always do every speckle.
All this to find feet. I should have guessed.
Yep, those are feet. Okay, the stairs ahead have crumbled away, leaving you at the edge of a dark pit. You'll have to proceed down carefully, and climbing back up may be difficult. Let's climb carefully down the rocks. The shifting rocks and crumbling wall make progress slow and treacherous. In the last stretch, toward the bottom, a loft steps on a loose stone and rolls the rest of the way to the bottom. You find yourself at the bottom of a wide basin, looking at titanic boulders and agile formations. Okay, so no way up. This is a one-way trip. Oh, I have a level up. Look at that. See what I can get him. Another point in survival. Sure, that sounds like it'll be useful. What's swift aim? That's the opposite of what I have. Takedown? That looks very useful, actually. Yeah, I'll use that one. Another stun. Another stun's always good. Oh, jeez. I don't want. See, it's... Okay. Oh, wait. Is this... That's something that... No, I can't change that. That's something that's just every ranger gets. A level gauge for their pet. And wow, one step, and now here he is, the Master Below. He's got a little... And he's a mother effing dragon. Okay. And he's a pretty terrifying looking one. Azure Dragon. From under the cloak of gloomy shadow, it lit only by sticky hues of azure statues, emerges what can only be a dragon. Vibrant, living azure plates, its hides, and the movement of its great joints is like the grinding of boulders. The dragon stretches itself up the full height, its horns looming like towers, and then it lowers its head, turning a sharp and intelligent gaze upon you. And I was about to thank you for getting me out of Gilded Vale.
Here you are, nearly at the heart of the world. What a journey you have made.
You are the Master Below?
Yes, the Master Below. You have found her. Cadnua is mine, as is all that lies beneath it. How fortunate you are to learn such well-guarded secrets. All it has cost you is your life.
I would rather not fight. That is your way, isn't it? To bandy words instead of blows, to negotiate compromise? There are no sweet words that will save you here, Orlin. Can we not part ways peaceably?
I'm afraid not. I will see your soul put to good use. You have earned pride of place.
So if I would have had resolve, I could have just negotiated, but now I have to go do battle with the Master Below. So if there's anything I know about dragons from RPGs, it's that I shouldn't be standing in front because of fire damage. Oh boy, what are these things? Adragans, and it looks like they have a kind of a heal here. Wow, my whole party died. That is nuts. Okay. That was mental. Huh. How far back is my last save? Auto save for 4:15. That's... back. Well, we might as well see what's south first, and it turns out to be a big pile of nothing but emptiness. So what I'll do is I have a goat that I will use to move forward and pull him, and he will force go back, so I'll have space to deal with. And let's go through the options. Let's see if we can find another peaceful solution, because this guy is a freaking boss. Literally, not figuratively. Literally a boss. If we pop up our chest real big and make a loud noise, that's a different response.
You are nearly at the heart of the world. What a journey.
What is the dragon doing here?
I have been here since we have that in common. How fortunate you are to learn such well-guarded secrets.
So you're the one they spoke of all the time.
In a fashion. A gate into the past. And each and every
What is this place?
all that remains of a dead man's greatest wish. A grand memorial, or merely a song.
Okay, I think I'll just go home.
I have seen your Cadnua.
So I don't have to resolve. You said you were bound here? You know what power lies within the soul. Everything here, living or dead, knows it. Feed on it thrives. I fed upon Adnua's slaves while they toiled. Okay. What will you do when all the Adra is gone? What indeed? Might I dig my way free? Follow your tracks up and out of the place? Already the Titan is not as once it was. I have a few centuries yet before the remainder has lost its power. Then I will starve. But that hardly helps you here and now. So you're trapped here. I came into this place as a hatchling. I was yet small, and my wings light. You will not note that I have grown. So, too, has the Adra weighed me down. But I am not wholly trapped. No, the mind wanders, and like your ciphers, I can cast myself beyond the limits of my bones. Only my reach is far greater than theirs. All that has happened since Adnua's fall, I have witnessed firsthand. The fall of cities, the death of languages, war, pestilence, the mundane lives of farmers and kings alike. Entire days I have lingered in the low consciousness of people and 100 leagues apart. But in time, always the body calls.
Here I return. The endless tide of treasure hunters. Adnua's sorrow. I have observed 100 lives upon the surface, and all are dear to me. But the flesh reigns.
But there is not much Adra left. No, and in time I, like all who walk these paths, will die as well. Is there no way to free you?
Do you mean to dig me free? There may be a way, if you are willing. I cannot send the whole of my soul afield, not at once. But if you were to take something of mine past the boundaries of this place, I could obtain a new living vessel, a body with which I might wander the world, as you do.
How would this be done? There is an old amulet given to me by the Zarabs, with the talisman of Adra as might match my scales. Such tokens provide a grounding point, and if you could find the vessel that might hold a soul as powerful as mine, it is a matter of transferring my soul first into the small portion of the Adra, and then into some adequate body. The meat of me dies here, but I will live in another form. The vessel? So I would have to kill someone. Weaken, not kill, but yes, someone of sufficient power that my soul will not burn their flesh to cinders. I observed such a person in my journeys. There's a dragon hunter named Philanroid, who has girded her soul against such threats. I would be lying, Orlin, if I said I did not also enjoy the irony of it. She lingers at the shrine of Gallowayne, within the scorched forest of the Black Meadow. Perhaps she means to rekindle that fading sense of victory. I will help you.
Then take the amulet. You will need to convince her by some means to place the amulet about her neck. With that conduit between us, I will have the means to displace her soul and gain my freedom.
But first you must return to the place where you slew your predecessor. Set that scale upon the Titan's hand, and I will then move my soul within it, once you are out of reach.
Know this, I will not be easily betrayed, nor will mere stone contain me if I do not wish it.
Okay, so I have...
Hey.
Oh geez, major adventure added. Quest expires in 1 day. I should probably do that one. Let's send off this guy. Kenna. Who is this? Adragon. Oh, that was the person who attacked me before. There's two. A dragon. Okay. I get things. Yeah, these are big giant feet. Made of Adra. A green material.
Mind your step, little thief.
Oops. Apparently I'm not supposed to go there. So I gained a lot of experience. In fact, I gained a level up with Amy Winehouse. So I'll do that. throw that into mechanics, because that seems to be pretty important. And I want to have an aura. So, increasing your accuracy cannot be active with other zealous auras. Okay, so that's actually a really good one. So now she'll have this zealous aura, which is a modal, meaning that she can use it all the time. So now what do? Place the amulet upon the edge of statue's hand. So do I have the amulet? What amulet? Okay, so I can get back. The hand, what floor was that on? It was one of the way earlier ones. I just have to kind of... Which one would it have been? It's the one with the vampire guys, vampires. The vampires. Jeez, that could have been like 8, perhaps. Let's see what I get for options. So I've chosen the Path of Peace because this guy hits like a freaking tank, and this is a master staircase here, which leads us straight to 14. So you have 11. That's the one with the flower. We got pictures on them. 8. Oh yeah, 8. The hand. There we go. It's gonna take me 2 hours to get there. That's actually not that bad, considering I'm going up what, from 14 to 8. That's 6 flights of stairs that are each one story. No, that's actually way too long now I think about it. For the amount of time you'd be traveling, that would be like maybe 5 minutes, perhaps. That's assuming I'm not running. Okay, so there's something in this hand.
Steady does it.
Where's the amulet at? Upon the palm of the statue's hand. So this is the palm. The chair here. He's giving me a scale. Palms. Okay, so what happened was I spent a long time on floor 8 trying to click on the palm, and then I realized, like, wait, maybe it's his right hand that he's talking about, not the left hand. And I looked on the map, and oh look, there actually is a right hand. It's on the first floor, actually. It's one of the first things I would have seen in here. Okay, people are apparently not moving. Why are they not moving? Because there's a hidden wall here. Oh, and there's a switch here. That's why they're not moving. Okay, back to what I was doing. Going to this hand. So, yeah, there's this hand here, and perhaps this one will be... there we go. So, place the amulet in the statue. You place the amulet carefully in the palm. The moment nothing appears to happen. Then, as you look on the edge, the gem begins to glow faintly and then steadily gleaming like the dragon's golden eye. The amulet is warm to the touch. When you retrieve it, it seems to have hum with power. So now, in order to get him out of there, we have to find Falroid, the Dragon Slayer. Now, this step leads me directly outside. I kind of wish it led me to the map so that I could just select the zone I want to go to. Falrowid, the Dragon Slayer, is in the Black Meadow. So that's where I will be going. One thing I just realized, this is all agile formations here. Kind of like reaching out and around. Here's my little yard that I've created. A lot of these selection group things are keep popping up and I don't really know what they're about because I don't actually select those things. So let's get rid of literally Hitler and get back Sangani into the group just so we can keep consistent. And off to the Black Meadow we will go. An 18-hour trip. Dear Lord. So he wants me to put his soul into the body of a Dragon Slayer. And people are going to be very unused by this because here we are. A Dragon Slayer who is now friendlier to dragons. People are going to be at least a little bit suspicious of this. I can see it now. And Black Meadows is, despite the name, very nice looking place. Lots of flowers. It's very green. It's green in most places. So we have a bandit cap, the Shrine of Gallowayne. That's where we're headed to. We also have the destroyed cart over here. This is a place that I discovered before, but I didn't really know what it was for until now. And here she is, Falrowid. Hello.
Good day, stranger.
Is there any good hunting around here? You would think so, I suppose. It depends on what you're hunting. Trolls and their kin live here in abundance, living off in the bandits. Who are you? Falrowid of the Scorched Blade. Perhaps the only Scorched Blade left these days. Hard to know for sure. Lately, I've spent more time tending the shrine than hunting drakes. Tell me about the Scorched Blade. Dragon hunters, or so we fashion ourselves. We worked every day hard to ensure our prey never reached the stage. We were a ragtag bunch from the beginning. Started with clearing worm infestations and then blah 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 blah. We were glorious in our way. Glorious mess sometimes, but it didn't last. Some of our members fell with the hounds or else the society of the town. Me, I don't much care for looting old temples or rubbing elbows with the highborn pricks. Convinced they're Gallowayne's chosen. And what are you doing out here? Having a few words with the fathers of the monsters. It tends to be one-sided conversation. I come out here on occasions. I try to keep the shrine clear of branches and the like. What?
Gods keep you.
I've been looking for you. Let's see, I have two options. I brought you a gift for helping my family with the Drake some years back. This is quite the gift. I fear I don't remember the occasion, but I am glad I could have been of some service. I hope your family's well and... Idiot, you think to buy an alliance with a monster. I'll not be the coin you do with this. I'll lend you here, Sycophant, and your dragon as well. Oh boy. This is not going to be as good as I could hope. Is this a Falrowid duplicate? It's going to keep all my focus on her. Oh god, that something here does a lot of damage. She's almost dead. Maybe if I use a little bit of magic. And perhaps a knockdown. Oh, there we go. And we've killed her. Your next blow sends the Dragon Slayer to her knees. You look at her with undisguised loathing, gritting bloody teeth. You don't know what you're doing. Think what she will do with this freedom. No, you will regret. You have the impression of a weak, frail light rising from her body, only to be scattered by the sudden pulsing glow. For a moment, all is well. Dragon? Yes. Who else? Ah, Watcher. You know not the difference. I have felt all these things before, but as through a fog. What small lungs this body has. How quick the beat of its heart. You have freed me. It is no small thing to have a dragon in your debt. Glad to be of service. I promise you something of worth. I cannot fight your battles, but you'll find no small amount of wealth down in the caverns where you found my original form. I have gathered to myself 1,000 tales in those many years beneath the earth, but I'll remember yours most dearly. Something of Thanos. It should be quite the spectacle, and I'm almost sorry to miss it. 2,000 years, and now I am free. I know not where I will go first. The Alien Republics, perhaps, or the plains of the Red Ceres. I should like to run, I think. Farewell, Watcher. And that is the end of the Master Below. And there is a treasure down there that I almost got my hands on. Will my screen unblocken? Perhaps. Perhaps not.